They asked for reinforcements. What they got were Deathworlders. The planet Grelin 4 was under attack. The skies burned red as the insectoid Varnax swarmed down from their hive ships. The defenders, a peaceful race called the Xelari, were scientists and thinkers, not warriors. Their plasma walls failed within hours. Their fleets were destroyed in the first wave. With no choice left, they sent a desperate signal across the stars. Help us. Anyone. We're dying. 2 days later, help arrived. But it wasn't what the Xelari expected. A single black ship descended into the burning sky. No elegant curves, no flashing lights. Just thick metal, dented and scorched, like it had survived 1,000 battles. When it landed, smoke hissed from its sides. The hatch opened and 5 figures stepped out. Humans. The Xelari diplomat, fragile and pale, floated forward. We asked for soldiers, reinforcements. The human at the front removed her helmet. Her face was scarred, her eyes sharp and cold. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. You asked for help, she said. You got Deathworlders. The Xelari had heard of Earth before, a planet so violent that nearly every living thing tried to kill you. Oceans filled with storms, land crawling with predators, diseases in the air and water. A death world. Only the toughest creatures could survive there. Only humans. The 5 soldiers moved like wolves. No long meetings, no planning, just action. Within minutes, they were gone, into the broken city where the Varnax were hunting survivors. The Xelari watched. From their safe room, for the first few hours, they thought the humans had died. Then the screams started, not from the Xelari, from the Varnax. One of the alien generals tapped into the enemy channel out of curiosity. What he heard chilled his blood. They don't die. We shot one in the chest, kept moving. Another tore through 5 of us with just a blade. Retreat! Retreat! The Xelari stared at the broadcast, stunned. No one had ever made the Varnax retreat. The next day, the humans came back, covered in blood and dirt, armor scratched and cracked, but alive. City's clear, one said casually, like they had just taken out the trash. Next? The Xelari couldn't believe it. You. Only 5 of you went in? Yeah, the leader said, wiping her blade. 5's enough. The aliens tried to understand. How could such fragile-looking beings be so deadly, so fearless? The answer came later when a young Xelari asked one of the humans during a rest period, "Why do you fight like this, without fear?" The human, a tall man with a missing eye, looked at the sky for a moment. You ever been home, he said, and watched everything you love burn? You ever lost your family to something bigger and stronger while you were powerless? The Xelari shook his head. Well, we have, the human said, and we swore it would never happen again, to anyone. That was the truth about humans. They didn't fight because they liked war. They fought because they knew what loss felt like, and they didn't want others to feel it. The war on Grelin 4 lasted 2 weeks. The Varnax brought in more ships, more drones, more terror. But the humans, now numbering only 9 after reinforcements came, didn't back down. They used fire, blades, explosives. They ambushed the Varnax at night. They laughed in the face of death. In the final battle, the Varnax queen tried to speak, tried to offer a deal. You win nothing, she hissed. We are many, you are few. The human leader stepped forward. We're Deathworlders, she said. We don't need many. We just need enough. She raised her weapon. And that was the last anyone heard from the queen. When the war ended, the Xelari built a memorial, not just for the lives lost, but for the humans who saved them. They engraved one sentence at the base of the statue. They asked for reinforcements. What they got were Deathworlders. And no species would ever forget what that meant.